Hello everyone, hope you're all safe and well. It's a dull, miserable February afternoon. As some of you would know, me and my wife and her sister and her sister's husband Steve, we've just come back from holiday, went to America. Now this is, dare I say it, a infamous American brand, Icon. They are part of the Harbor Freight family. Harbor Freight, they are actually a US manufacturer. They don't manufacture anything in the States. Everything's manufactured in either Taiwan or China. They do make cheap and cheerful tools. I was lucky enough to go to one of their stores in Memphis. I was met by the manager there, a really nice guy. He gave me some really good discounts even though I didn't have any discount coupons. Now their warranty process is second to none. If you break any of their products, regardless of what you've done to it or how long you've had it, all you do, you take it back to the shop. No questions asked, no forms to fill in, no strange looks from the assistants, and they will give you a replacement product straight away, as long as they've got it in stock. The managers actually tell me they get many customers who actually repair their cars in front of the shop. Then once they finish with the tools, they return them for a full refund. That's how good it is. Now, these were one of the products. The Icon Professional Double Box Flex Ratcheting Wrenches, 5-piece set, metric. A lot of people over in the States have been buying these, a lot of good reviews. They're probably going to be the same make of tool, made in the same sort of factory as a lot of the other tool truck, cheaper brands, should I say. So Cornwell has Blue Power, Snap-on has Blue Point, and some of the other manufacturers. Well, I suppose Matco would have their own version that are going to be made in the same factory. Right, we'll take it out. It's in this pretty substantial box. Right, it's going to be a bit difficult, I think. Crikey, it's a lot more difficult than I thought. Okay, gonna have to put the camera down. Okay, got it out the cardboard box, and it's in the Snap-on style of black plastic tray. It's pretty substantial, really. Don't know how long it's going to last, really, but obviously we're interested in the actual tools that are inside and being held by the tray. This is the 19mm, as I say, 19mm the one side, 17 the other. This is double flex. These have got the protruding ring section that's got the internal spline drive. Now, I know it's a spline drive. I was quite surprised about that. I would have thought it'd be a bi-hex. I know there are some brands out there that do a 6-point, but I suppose a spline drive gives you more options, because you could use these on an external Torx or even some other weird and wonderful headed fastener. The head itself, it's quite robust. Let's just have a look at the flex motion is nice and smooth. Seems to be plenty of material there, so it's not going to break off. But remember, we're supposed to break the fastener loose with a conventional wrench first before we use the ratcheting wrenches on there. It's quite long. Got some good, there's plenty of meat in the beam. It doesn't flex at all. It doesn't bend. So I'll be pretty confident using that. Obviously, if you're using it on a 900mm headed fastener, you're going to be doing some sort of suspension work or some work around the engine bay. So that's the largest size, the 17. Let's have a look at the smallest one, which is, we can see it's 8mm one end, 10 the other. Yeah, the beam is a lot thinner. It does bend slightly, but remember, you're only going to be undoing smaller fasteners. It does feel nice in your hand, actually. The chroming it's not bad for the amount of money I paid for them. Obviously these are going to be a lot cheaper than the tool truck variant. So I suppose at the end of the day you do get what you pay for, but ultimately I don't think any of the tool trucks could match the Harbour Freight warranty process. So that's them. Well happy with those. Let's put the lid back on. Now this is their version of the Knipex twin grips. I'll just put the camera down for a second and get these out the box. Now, as you can see, in the jaws, they've got teeth going in vertical and horizontal cuts. So if you have got any sort of fastener and you need to get to it, and because it's a pistol grip, you've got lots of options to get to it. They do feel pretty substantial in your hand. Pretty well made, really, to be honest. Let's have a look where these are manufactured. Right, where does it say? So it says designed by Icon in the USA, manufactured in Taiwan. So, these. Okay, now this, I've always fancied a good quality set of 3/8 extensions. As you can see, this is the Icon professional set. You've got an 1.5 inch, 3, 5, 6, 8 and 12 in here. We're not going to bother taking those out because we all know what extensions look like. They've got a little bit of knurling on them. I have actually got these out the box previously, and to be honest, again, remember what I paid for. They are worth the money, but they're in no way, shape or form as good as, in quality and manufacturing process, as good as the Snap-on. I have got a set of Snap-on Wobble in my toolbox. This is another Harbour Freight purchase. You can never have enough socket rails. This is actually magnetic. eBay purchase. Bought myself a 13mm Snap-on flank drive wrench. Still got plenty of life left in the teeth there. This is a birthday present from last year. It's a 13mm double-ended wrench, 0 degree offset. There's plenty of meat there, plenty of length to get into hard to reach fasteners. Now this is another item that a lot of people have had good luck with, and there's been a lot of good reviews on YouTube. This is another, I suppose another American make, but they're manufactured in Taiwan. This is Astra Pneumatics. They mainly make, I suppose the clues in the name, air tool impacts to go right up. Apparently they go right up to 1.5 inches. Now this is actually, this is the wrench that you use, and there's an internal mechanism in there, and the sockets will fasten in there. And these are super stubby sockets. I'll get one out. I'll get the smallest one out. Now what you do, you put that into there, and that gives you a pass-through wrench, but it's also super stubby, and also it's a flex, and you've got, obviously it's a handle, you've got a good 10 inches there, so you've got plenty of leverage on it. Goes from 8 all the way to 19mm. Got these on Amazon. The sockets themselves, the super stubby sockets themselves, they came a few weeks before the wrench. The wrench was out of stock, and I think it's because these are a real hot seller over in the States. A lot of mechanics and professionals are buying them because of they do help you get out of a lot of sticky situations. It would have been nice if you could flip the ratchet mechanism from left to right there, but you've got to take the socket out and put it the other way. But I suppose this could easily be redesigned, so you could have the switch over mechanism incorporated in the head there. Now these super stubby sockets, if you can see, they've got that little section there that's been machined out. That's what actually retains them into the mechanism there. Now you can, I have seen other sockets that are very, very similar to these, and they've also got this tang. So they're not made, well, it doesn't it doesn't have Astro Pneumatic stamped on them, but I think they must all be made in the same factory, and they all have that little section machined out. So regardless of whether or not you purchase these in a Astro Pneumatic box, I've seen these sockets under other brands on Amazon. They will fit in this ratchet. Okay then, that's all for now. It's all safe and well.